but as long as you brought it up, I mean, I think you've talked on the radio before about sexuality. You know, there are some, yeah, without, and I'm trying to make this sensitive and sensible. There are many people who do not live in New York or Los Angeles, these free-swinging bastions of liberal thought, who are extremely put off by any deviation from the norm. So when you make a comment about yourself or anybody else, do you ever wonder if you're putting off people who might be your audience?
Absolutely.
Putting them down, you know?
Yes, I think so. But one has a responsibility to oneself. It's easy for me to say, well, I'm bisexual, but I'm going to keep it a secret. Because to get it off my chest was such a great relief, and most people in the business knew anyway. And it does offend people, and a lot of people don't understand, and I understand that. But it also helps a lot of people that are in situations that may be gay or bisexual, who are in little towns and places like that. If someone comes out, I can't stand people in show business that are out and out screaming queens that keep saying, oh, I hate faggots, you know? I mean, really? And of course, a lot of people get upset by it. It's just that I think I have a responsibility to say that. I don't go around and try and offend people with the way I'm very discreet. And I think you do have a responsibility. I needed to say it anyway. And I'm the chairman of a football club, a soccer club in England, which is the bastion of butchness, if we want to put it like that. And when it came out in the English papers, it was front page news and everything like that. And I really didn't have any. They treated me really well. I mean, it's my own business. I don't flaunt it. I don't influence their lifestyle. But I needed to say it because there are other people. If other people are unhappy because they're being sexually, if you think you're gay, it's a whole trip for a start. And if you live in a small community and it's really hard to do, if someone else who you admire, say you buy records or a sports star says, well, I've had that, you can, I don't know. I had a lot of letters from people that I never, it was a time, again, in '76, I came off the road, said this whole thing, got all these letters, and they were all from people saying, thanks very much for saying this. And it brought me down. You lose touch. You lose reality with life being in the situation that I live in. And that, I was really touched. And I actually wrote back to all of them in my pidgin English, and I still write.
You did?
Yeah, and I still write to about 10 or 11 people in England who keep in touch because of that. And it's very important. You don't have to flaunt it. It's up to the individual. It's a private thing, but I think for me, I had to get it off my chest. That was part of the unhappy side of me, getting it off my chest, which is really important for me.
And you know something? I was kind of embarrassed to bring it up, and I just wanted a little answer, but thanks for that answer, because I think it might be helpful to some people who may not have understood.
I can understand people not liking it, but I mean, hey, I'm sorry. That's tough.
Exactly. Okay.